Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Donna Fiesel, and I'm your host of Donna's Edge Talk Show. You can find us on television, channel 182 on Charter Communications, that's in North Alabama. You can also find us syndicated on Abundant Television, which is found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. And also you can find the podcast on the netnewswork.com. Thank you so much for watching. We definitely appreciate it. I'm at one of my favorite places, the Gadsden Mall, right here with Kaylee. Kaylee, brings back memories being at the mall. You know, we were in Geraldine. There were no malls in Geraldine for you folks who are living in the other 50 states. And so it was such a treat for us to get to come down here at Christmas time and see all the beautiful Christmas decorations and just make it feel like Christmas. So Kaylee is the mall manager. I have Deanna with me right now. We're going to, first let's talk about Accounting Complete first. And I'd like to show everybody a picture of Accounting Complete right here. You're located on 309 South 5th Street in Gadsden, Alabama. By the way, the telephone number, if you're interested in talking with them, these fine folks, 256-546-9122. I should have worn my glasses. I'm just kind of like squinting my eyes trying to look at it. But Deanna, I definitely appreciate you being with us today.
Thank you, Donna. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm honored. I'm humbled, but completely elated.
Well, I'm humbled that you're here because I've heard some great things about you guys. So tell me about the firm.
Well, it is a full accounting firm, CPA firm, and it is owned by our founder and president, David Chappell. And he has been an accountant for almost 30 years. But the Lord led him to start his own firm. And we have a lady that has been with him actually almost since the beginning. Her name is Nika Hughes. And she's one of the accounting managers. And we have just had an awesome journey. There's another lady there. She has been there for almost 22 years. And I've been there with him almost 21 years.
Wow, so that's a long time. So he's doing something right to keep you around.
Well, thank you. He's doing me a favor by keeping me around. But it has just been an awesome journey. When I came aboard, he shared his vision with me. And I embraced the vision. The Lord had led him to hire me. He later told me he was reluctant to hire me, but he did.
Now, why would he have been reluctant to hire you? I would have been begging you to stay.
I had no real experience. I had none. But the firm is because it is a faith-based business.
It's always good to hear.
It is, and people are really looking for that. They really want a firm that has integrity. They want a firm that is accountable, and there's accountability there. We're accountable to one another, but we're also accountable to our clients.
I love that.
And we have just, embraced what the standards that he has set, and that filters off into the lives as well as the accounts of our clients. Because, in all truth, their businesses, it's their lives, it's their livelihood, and that's important. Because everything is for them is centered around that, and so they want a firm that will bring integrity and accountability, and just being a company that they can count on that will do their books correctly and by biblical principles.
Well, and too, when you're going by the book of Proverbs, my husband, you can't get too smart, okay? So going through the book of Proverbs. We've been doing this for a couple of years. And, sometimes things you're just not quite aware of that you're doing or not doing. And Proverbs talks about how you treat customers. Basically, it's a great way to start a business. And if you go by those concepts that are in the book of Proverbs, you can't go wrong.
Absolutely.
How you treat people and
Yes. And so, to be there and to be a part of such an awesome vision and how God has allowed us to just grow over the years. We have the office here in Gadsden, but we also have an office in Hoover on Business Center Drive. And so that has allowed us to provide services for a broader perimeter. And so we can reach out further. And people they're grateful. We have clients who've been with this firm since the beginning.
Oh, that's what I like to hear about. I like to hear about success stories. So let's talk
Yes.
about some of the businesses. You don't have to mention names if you don't want to,
Okay.
but just an idea on how you've helped folks and just watch them grow and just blossom their business.
Because when you bring that service, again, that where there's accuracy, where people are attentive, every client has a CPA, a bookkeeping specialist, an accounting
That's
manager,
important. Got to get the taxes right.
and a payroll specialist. If they have payroll, they want the payroll services. They have someone that is assigned to their account. So they speak with these same people all the time because communication is key.
Yeah.
Communication is key,
Mhm.
and just like it is in any other relationship. And so they communicate with them, provide them with business guidance all throughout the year, tax planning, tax preparation, making recommendations for things that will help them to increase their bottom line, but also to get their best tax benefits from their investments into
Yeah,
their
because
company.
we're not trained. You guys are. And Kayla's the same way here at the mall. She's just all about, people that have their businesses here, promoting them and, making sure they get the best because it's about our customers. It really is.
It is.
So what you're bringing to the table, because I may not be able to see something in my business, maybe the forest for the trees, so to speak, because I can't see it. I'm right there in the middle of it, but you're on the outside looking in. You can see where I might stumble. Something just something that needs to be tweaked.
Yes.
And
yes.
I'm really glad you guys don't mind pointing that out to folks.
And we don't mind, and they don't mind receiving the suggestions and the recommendations for things that's going to allow them to enhance, to grow in their business, and because ultimately what happens in their business happens to their lives, and so they embrace that. And again, we've got numerous clients that have been with us from the beginning, and they the primary idea is to bring this service to small to mid-sized businesses, but we also service larger companies because sometimes they want to outsource just their payroll.
In this way, the customer gets to run their business. I mean, who wants to mess with tax stuff, especially when I don't know what the tax laws are?
Wow.
They change almost every year, don't they?
Oh yes.
So you really got to be up on it.
And right, and that is the one thing that I love about Mr. Chappell is that he makes sure that we stay up on the current things. They take the
So
courses.
it's ongoing training.
It continually, because things are always changing in your tax laws. So you have to have people who are knowledgeable about what needs to be done, what's the best thing for, because it's not cookie cutter. And this is another thing I love about it. It's not cookie cutter. Whereas you may need these certain services for your business, but another business owner may need something else. And so, or they may need more on a greater level. And so everybody has the same care that is provided for
So you kind of personalize their own portfolio.
It is absolutely, it is customized for each customer.
I'm glad to be around this team because you do the same thing with folks at the mall. I mean,
it's similar.
Because like my business would be totally different from anybody else's. Not that anybody would want to be in my shoes, but that's the way it is. Personalities and just different things happen. A few more pictures I'd like to. You tell us what these are all about right here because we've got that. That's where your location is and real easy to get to.
Yes, ma'am. On South 5th Street, if you're coming down Broad Street, you just turn on 5th as if you were coming toward the mall. That will bring you south, and on the third block there, then we're just after you come through the red light, just a couple of buildings down, we're right on the right. We share the parking lot with the dental clinic next to us.
Okay.
I get your teeth done at the same time.
Absolutely.
Now tell us about these folks right here.
Okay, the gentleman on the left in the blue jacket with the white shirt, that's Mr. David Chappell. He's the founder and president. And then the lady on the other side of him, I can't really see it good.
I know, I'm squinting my eyes trying to look at it.
Okay, I want to say that she's Gina Stevens, and then on the end, I think that is the Susan Stow. And I'm sorry because I didn't realize the picture was going to be this small. Okay.
Well, let's get another picture up here. Might be a little bit easier.
Okay. So the gentleman here in the front in the dark gray jacket is Corey Potapowicz. Corey is our vice president. He's the one that meets with prospective clients and talk with them and find out what their need is. We provide a no cost needs analysis.
Mhm.
You see what their need is, and
So you can really think questions they may not
Yes.
think of.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then he determines if we are a good fit for them.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
then, if they want to come aboard, then we move forward. The gentleman to the left is Mr. Chappell, and the lady on the right is Susan Stiles. She's a managing CPA for our Gadsden location.
And I've got another picture. Let's check this one out. Now, that's going to be a hard one to see there as well. It looks like everybody's having a good time right there.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
Had a little
think
party.
this was Thanksgiving celebration. So Nika Hughes, the lady that I mentioned earlier, and the black on the left, on the right here, she is the one that's been there longer than any of us.
Well, this seems like just a good team of people who are looking out after you.
You know what? I am so, and I get teary-eyed sometimes when I do this, but when I speak with a prospective client and I say, this is what we bring to the table, this is who we are, and this is what will happen for you. And when Corey meets with them and he goes into greater detail, but I'm confident that what I tell them that we're going to bring to the table, that's what's going to happen. They back me up. I call them my boss, the back office support system. They back me up, and when I say
love that boss.
they back me
Asset
up.
support system.
They back me
love
up, and we have had a service that we call the boss as well. I think it's where we pay bills for clients, and we may still have that active.
We have less than 30 seconds left in this
Certainly.
particular. I told you time would fly.
Oh yes.
Segment. So where are you located again?
We're located on 309 South 5th Street here in Gadsden, and we are just happy to be here. It's been an awesome journey, and we hope that this legacy will go on.
Well, I'm glad we're in the same group. We're with the Chamber of Commerce right here in DeWalt County. So
yes,
I'm looking forward to doing some things with you,
Oh.
assistant projects.
Well, I appreciate
Yeah,
that. 'Cause I'm looking
Kaylee
forward
is
to
too.
it.
We're going to see if we can just crash it.
It sounds great to me. Sounds great.
So let's go ahead and get ready to go into a commercial break, and
Okay.
we're going to be right back. And she's got something else she's going to talk to us about. We'll be right back. The Hatter Cafe and Country Inn is nestled in the northeast corner of Alabama the Beautiful in the delightful town of Mentone. We're located on top of scenic Lookout Mountain near Little River and DeSoto State Park and located only 5 minutes from shopping and restaurants. There is also a nearby community walking path and golf course. We welcome everyone through the doors, and we are committed to outstanding service for all guests. At the Hatter Cafe and Country Inn, we invite people from all walks of life to come and get away from it all, enjoy the open spaces, treetop views, fresh, clean air, and experience Southern hospitality at its finest. We look forward to hosting you. To reserve a special event, or if you would love a special getaway at the Country Inn, you can call us at 256-634-2018.
Are you ready?
We all wonder what tomorrow will bring, but the future lays itself at the feet of the prepared and surrenders to the will of the persistent. It's not easy, but today shapes you so you can shape tomorrow. With Northeast Alabama Community College, when the future asks if you're ready, you can answer.
Yes.
Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
Donna's Designs offers a line of handmade memorial, wedding, and keepsake jewelry that launched back in 1970. I'm a self-trained jewelry designer, and I will work closely with you to create unique designs you can love and treasure for years to come. Whether that be flowers that were used in a funeral arrangement or stones you found on the beach at a memorable trip, call me at 256-659-4319, and let's think of the possibilities.
At Lamone's Mexican Restaurant, located in Henniger, Alabama, and voted Best Mexican Restaurant of DeKalb County, Alabama 2020, we're here to serve you with authentic Mexican cuisine. Order easily online by going to lamonesmex.com or call 256-657-3999 to place your order. We're open Sunday through Thursday 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Whether you're celebrating a cozy date night for two or a celebration for a crowd, at Lamone's you'll love our atmosphere and friendly servers. Thank you for dining with Lamone's Mexican Restaurant.
Good afternoon, we're back. My name is Donna. Thank you so much for watching the commercials. They are our supporters for this show and our radio station as well. You're watching Donna's Edge. My name is Donna Fiesel. I'm honored to be your host today, and I have Kaylee with me. Kaylee is the mall manager, and thank you for what you've done.
You're welcome. Absolutely.
I mean, it's like, so we came back, it was like a little kid again. Phil said, do you want me to give you a lollipop? So I got to come, it was just like the old days. And I wanted to say one more thing too before we get started back again with our guest, is I felt safe.
Thank you.
And it was
Thank
at
you.
night.
We have come a long way.
You really have, because not that it was bad here. I never thought it was bad. I've seen much worse malls. But there are some malls I had been to, I didn't want to be in the daytime, let alone at night.
Yeah.
And so Phil and I decided to come down here, and I said, wow, I mean, I feel safe.
Thank you.
But I wanted to say this to parents. I didn't see a bunch of kids walking around, but I'm just saying this just in case your kids want to be hanging out at the mall. Mamas, don't do that. Just drop your kids off, please. Don't. Just don't do that. Yeah, especially you teenage girls that don't look like teenagers, look like they're 20-something. Don't do that, okay? So I'm just saying safety issues. The boys, who cares? You dump them out, right? But not you pretty girls, not them. I have Deanna Johnson with me right now. And so we talked about the accounting firm, but now you've done something else pretty magnificent here. And I think this is the picture right here. Oh, well, that's your business card right there. You're with Mary Kay.
I am a Mary Kay.
Are you going to come and do makeovers for us? Can you do that?
I can.
Not today, but got to. I know you didn't bring your stuff. But folks can get in contact with you. Do you do makeovers?
Generally, I have not been really doing that too much. Mostly, I am a product provider for my customers. I can broaden out, but for the most part, I stay within that.
Well, that's what you've done right there. Tell us about the gift basket.
Okay, the gift basket is actually something that my gift service, Exclusive Gifts and Designs, was actually birthed out of the Mary Kay entity. I was selling Mary Kay, and one day it was close to Mother's Day, and the gentleman asked me, he said, well, are you doing gift baskets? And I said, yes, even though I hadn't done. And I said, yes. And he said, well, I need something for my wife. And I said, okay. And I said, just tell me what price range you want to be in, and I can go with it. And she was buying Mary Kay from me anyway, so
you knew
I knew what she needed. Yes.
That's better, because guys, I know you don't mean to, but sometimes you buy stuff it doesn't suit her. And so it's good to have a consultant like this.
And the consultant is free. I don't burden people for the time that I spend. If they want to come and just kind of look through or see, we just try and see what works, whatever. That's the whole point in doing that, is so that people can actually have something that will be, perfect for them. And so, but the gift service was birthed out of that from Mary Kay Mother's Day gift, and it went from there. So that gift there is what I call a princess gift basket. And it's designed for girls anywhere between ages of 3 and 11. It has the tiara set that comes with the satin gloves with the rhinestones on it, the necklace and earrings, all of that. But it also has other things like, bath, body wash and body cream, things that appeal to girls.
So they can have a
but
whole
also,
spa day.
Yes, and then they can have it's some toys in there, but also some educational things. I make sure that I put that in
There's
there.
A good balance, yeah.
And yes, so that they can have balance, because you want them to be able to evolve into, well-rounded girls and young ladies.
And it's important today. Everybody needs a mentor, a good one.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm working at it. But that's one of the gifts that I really enjoy. I enjoy doing them all, but that princess gift, and then I established a club. It's the gift basket, Princess Gift Basket Club, and so they each get a certificate for becoming a member of the club. And so our plan is to hopefully the spring of this year we tried to do it this past spring, but it didn't come together. But this coming spring, we're hopeful that we can do a banquet for them to honor each one. So right now we got close to about 15 girls that have received these baskets. And then there was an organization that reached out to me, and I can't mention their name.
Well, let me ask you about this. Okay, so this
Yes.
looks like you're presenting the gift basket here. What's the story there?
This is an idea that was that came to me 7 years ago. Actually, the first year that I started selling Mary Kay, and it was to do something for people that were patients of the cancer center. My mother was diagnosed with cancer in 2005, with breast cancer, and she received her treatments at the Gadsden Regional Cancer Center, and she did well. But these products, the body cream and the lip moisturizer, they really help when these people are going through radiation and chemo. So
Skin gets dry.
yes, yes, and so that it has the healing, elements in it, and so we reached out and asked if we could, bring some products like that, and Dr. Harris and Dr. Castillo, they were the owners at that time, and they embraced the idea. So we, got business owners and families, ministries, churches, individuals to sponsor. They could sponsor a patient, and it's 100% tax deductible.
Right.
So, and
You would know that.
Yes, and many thanks to our founder and president of Accounting Complete, David and Lisa Chappell. They are my biggest contributors for this cancer project every year, and I'm grateful for them as well as the others who support this. And so we order the products, put them in little nice little bags and things, and create a nice basket, and we take it and make the presentation. So this year we had an abundance, and we're even going to share some with another cancer center here
That's
coming
awesome.
next
That's
week.
great.
That's
Next week,
awesome.
and we're excited about how it has grown
So
every year.
so these you're putting things like a lot of women don't think about when you think of like chapstick and stuff. Because my sister, she went through breast cancer at a very, very young age,
Oh, my God.
and ended up having a double mastectomy and all that. So there were a lot of things that you don't think about that they need.
They need,
So
absolutely.
because there was one point she walked around with like almost like a belt with like bottles in it with drainage coming out of her skin. So she had these little scars and stuff.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's a great
Yes,
idea.
and when my mother she had one drainage tube,
Mhm.
but when she healed up, you can see there was no evidence there
Yeah,
had been ever any scars,
Yes.
and that's how we know that these products work.
Yeah.
We know that they work.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome. That
Absolutely.
is really great.
Let's talk a little bit about skincare. I can tell you use the products. Yeah, your skin looks so
Yes.
good.
I'm just trying to grow up to look like you.
You don't want to look like me. But let's talk about the skin. How important is exfoliating your skin?
It's critical. It's really critical, and all too often we're in a hurry. We get up in the morning, we're in a hurry to go do whatever,
She must
get ready
follow
for
me
work
around.
or whatever,
It's like a-
and we don't
Zoom.
take that extra 2 minutes
Mm-hmm.
to
That's all
really
it takes.
exfoliate,
Yes.
and that's all it takes.
Mhm.
And you just need the right product to do that with, to cleanse your skin and
Yeah.
then moisturize properly for the day, and before we put all our
Mhm.
makeup on and all that. But it is so important because longevity, you want that,
Yeah.
not just in accounting, but you want it in you want it in your daily skincare, and it's not just for your face and neck, but for your body.
Yes.
We have the
Mhm.
body care
Mhm.
products and all that as well. Body
So you're just
wash.
sloughing off the dead skin. I have a friend who's in Charlotte, North Carolina. She's an esthetician. And so she mentioned that before. She said, something? She said, people have wrinkles and they're not really wrinkles. It's dead skin.
Dead skin.
They just haven't cleaned off that dead skin. So
Yeah.
it's a renewing of the surface.
And yes, it is. Yes, it is. And then your natural youthfulness is exposed. Then you get to you start looking in the mirror like, oh God, that's me.
You
Yeah.
can tell the difference.
You can actually tell the difference.
Yeah.
You
Now let
really
me ask you a question, because my skin is still oily. At 64 years old, it's still oily skin. So even I should exfoliate, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Get rid of the dead skin cells.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Because I get this huge buildup if I don't.
And and then you have the oil-free base products that are conducive for your skin. As you can see, I've got a little oily nose here too. Okay, so
Yes, I see.
that,
I
that
have
places.
noise.
Yeah, but I take care. I try to take care of my skin because I mean, we got this one body with this one face and all that to take us through. So if you
So
want to
take
take
good
care
care
of the best you can.
And it
Absolutely.
doesn't cost that much to do it either, and it's so worth it. And another thing I found since I've been exfoliating, I don't have to wear as much foundation.
Absolutely.
I hated just
Absolutely.
globbing foundation on my skin.
Yeah, and I've never liked that, and I've never done it. And so, and since wearing Mary Kay, it has made me even more aware of that. I was doing the right thing along the way. I just didn't, know as much as I know now. But certainly, you always want to, just make
You
sure.
gotta make sure you get all
take
that stuff off your face too, right?
You have, yes, you have to rinse that. You got to do that.
What do you
And
say to
I
a
would-
person who sleeps with makeup on their face?
I don't recommend that. I don't recommend
I've
that.
heard that you're aging your skin 3 days when you sleep with makeup. Are you sleeping with? You don't look like you are to me. Your skin looks
No.
I
magnificent to
did
me.
learn the hard way. I slept with my makeup on probably at least 10 years. And I took advantage of my skin. And then as I got older, and I basically kind of, when I hit 30, I started noticing the downfalls of my skin. And it was just more like, kind of drooping a little bit. I started like breaking out and like breaking out around here. And so I had to take that extra 2 minutes. And so just like my daughter, she just turned 12. And like we talk about that and like moisturizing. And it takes 2 minutes. So like last night, the first thing I did when I came home was take off my makeup. And then I put my, my medicine on and my moisturizers and stuff. And then when I get in the shower, I wash my hair and I wash my face again. And then when I get out, I'm doing it again. So I'm probably going through 3 times, and it does. So like today, I have mascara and filled in, and that's about it. And so, but yes, I did go through, and it did. My skin did struggle, and I had to learn the hard way.
Let's talk about teenagers.
Yes.
Because here's what my brother used to say. My skin was so oily, I had zits all over my face. And so he would say, let's play Connect the Dots on Donna's face. I mean, that's what my brother, because brothers and sisters, they fight all the time. If he didn't do that, I think he was mad at me. But anyway, I would say, Chuck mad. He didn't say anything obnoxious. But anyway, you still have to cleanse your skin, even more so if you're a teen, and you have all those.
And we have what we call the botanicals essentials, and it is excellent
for
teenagers. For teenagers, yes.
How
And
soon
even
should a teen start?
You know what? I'm going to say 12, 13 years old, because for some reason
That's when the
seem
women's
like-
bodies start to change too.
exactly.
Yep.
And you mentioned something earlier about keeping your makeup on at night. It does age your skin because you can't properly moisturize your skin
Because
at
you're just
night.
putting it on top.
If you're just putting so if you don't cleanse your skin, then even if you put on some moisturizer, you're not getting any benefit from it. And we need that because when we're sleeping is when our body heals itself.
There you go. That's all the reason why. It's time to call it a day. I can't believe time flew by so fast. Thank you, Deanna, for being with us on the show today.
It's been a pleasure.
We're going to do this, once a month or so?
Yes, ma'am.
Can we do that?
We can do that. Yes.
By the way, if somebody wants to buy any of your products or go to the accounting firm, how do they get in contact with you?
For the accounting firm, it's area code 256-546-9122, and my extension is 310. If you want to reach me for Mary Kay, then the number is 256-622-4751.
Absolutely. Thank you for being on the show with me today.
Thank you. It's been a
And
pleasure.
thank you for
Thank
watching.
you,
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I live for you. I really do. So if you have any ideas for shows or you'd like me to do a little bit of research, all you have to do is get in contact with me. Call me at 256-659-4319, or you can send an email, Donna@donnasedge.com. Thank you for watching.